Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're doing well. Let's see what's in store for you when it comes to love. Oh, I see silence immediately, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself because I know that sometimes I get fooled by the first card I see. And if you hear any noise, then it's probably my cat, okay? Yeah, let's see. What's it? First, I'd like to know what the general energy for Scorpio, when it comes to love is right now. May I please be guided for Scorpio to see what is the general energy or situation when it comes to love for Scorpio right now? Oh, that is success. Yeah. So Four of Swords with the Six of Wands. So there may actually be silence, but it could be good for you. Maybe it's not radio silence, maybe it's just some distance. Because with the Four of Swords, that's rest, right? And we also have the Ace of Swords in the bottom. So there could be some... Yeah, exactly. It's a clearing your mind type of energy with this, I guess. Maybe a break. What else? Just to get some info on what the general energy is right now. Well, there's love, innocence, wholesomeness. There's definitely love with the Empress here, Queen of Swords. So it seems like it's silent between the two of you. It seems like there may be some sort of silence here between the two of you, because we saw the Four of Pentacles, we saw High Priestess, and also Four of Swords here now. But there's still love and success and coming out on top. So you may have had an argument with someone here with the Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So there could have been a fight here, not a fight. My cat is a little baby and she has episodes, so I might have to hold her while I do the reading so she won't go after her tail like you just heard her do. Yeah, what was I saying? I was saying you were in a fight, but I didn't mean like a physical fight. I mean like there is some disagreement here. Yeah, it could also have been a disagreement regarding money or work, or effort. Definitely effort. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I almost feel like someone wants to come in with new energy or, yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna clarify soon, but I want to get like a grasp of, because I feel like obviously something has happened, right? And I want to see what's going on since there needs to be a message coming through. What else is the general energy for Scorpio when it comes to love right now? Universe. Between Scorpio and someone. Maybe that's it. Maybe I don't need to go into further explaining. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and Wheel of Fortune. And Five of Pentacles there. So there is some decision making going on here. Page of Swords. They could be wondering, or you could both be wondering, kind of like, what is the mindset of the other person? Again, with the Five of Pentacles, I do feel like there is distance between the two of you, and you both may feel lonely at this time, or feeling kind of like you miss each other and you feel alone or not, kind of uncomfortable without each other. But yeah, so okay, can we just see what led up to this break? What led up to this silence? Are you a little tarot baby? Oh, Scorpio. Oh my, clashing of personalities is what I'm seeing here. King and Queen. Oh, bye. King and Queen of Wands, Scorpio. That is most definitely a clashing of two very strong personalities, isn't it? But it's also a great match. So I can see how the situation reached this point. Is it echoing a lot? I feel like it's echoing a lot more than it usually does. It's like super echoey. I don't know what that means. I feel as though with echoes, right, things go round and round, like it keeps bouncing off the walls, and then it's the sound I feel like being repeated over and over again. I'm getting that maybe you've been going over certain issues over and over and over again, and you both realize like, okay, maybe we need some space in order to fix things. But I do feel a little bit of uncertainty seeing some of the cards. So maybe you feel like you don't know where the other person is standing anymore because, well, it's been quiet. And I don't know, maybe it's been quiet for some time, like a few weeks or months. I don't know. But let's get into it, shall we? First, let's see what their feelings are right now. What is Scorpio's person feeling in the situation? That was fast. Emperor, okay. They're very focused here. Making some decisions. Oh. Page of Swords. Emperor. Alright. Strong energy from this person. Hermit. Okay. So this person is being introspective. I don't know if you expect them to be. Five of Swords. This could be a very stubborn person, Scorpio. Someone who I feel like you're both stubborn. Maybe you are seeing another fixed sign. So maybe Taurus, another Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or maybe Aries, or Virgo, whatever. I mean, all of the signs show up. A lot of signs show up in many cards. So, okay, I feel like my mind is a bit scattered. I'm sorry about that. Maybe that is their energy. Maybe they feel like a bit confused. With the Page of Swords, I feel like they are looking to find some information, looking to find the truth within themselves here, Scorpio. I feel like they're trying to see their wrongs with the Five of Swords. Like, where did I go wrong in that situation? Emperor, yeah. It's like they definitely have a goal, or they are very focused, or they are taking a lot of initiative right now. What else is this person feeling? I want to know what they're feeling. Struggle. They want some fun. With the Knight of Wands here, there's a lot of masculine energy going on. Doesn't have to be a man, but it's very maybe not with the Hermit. I don't know. I just feel it's maybe because it's a lot of men on the cards, but we do have lovers as well. Knight of Wands, the lovers, yeah. It's kind of like they're experiencing struggles. They feel like there are a lot of hurdles that you have to get over in your relationship with each other. It's making this person tired sometimes, but I still get the feeling of them wanting to fight for this connection with the Knight of Wands. Usually not what this card indicates. Usually it's quite someone maybe being a bit promiscuous or just looking for fun or a good time, but sometimes you also recognize the knights as the ones that have a mission, like they're set out to do something, right? And it's interesting that it's both the Emperor and then a knight that shows up. I feel like they are taking the lead here, finding their wrongs and giving themselves the mission here to handle all of these challenges that you guys experience, because ultimately they really do enjoy this connection. I do see Nine of Pentacles here, so I'm wondering if maybe they yeah, I was thinking maybe they really enjoy their alone time, but we do have Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like they think it's time for you to talk soon. I feel like they really miss you. Their eyes are on you. Like, look at this knight looking at the Lover's card. I feel like that's all they want. They want this connection to work, and they realize that maybe timing might be at play here. Maybe it's not the right time for you, but they really want to be with you. They really miss you. And I also feel like they are curious about what the hell you're doing in your corner. Four of Swords and the Wheel of Chariot. The Chariot. Well, there are wheels maybe on the Chariot. Maybe, of course there are. Okay. I don't know what this energy is. I want to clarify that sometimes I do pick up energies and I feel like I present them through myself. Does that make sense? Because I don't want it to be misinterpreted, because I feel like it has been previously. Like, I can become very giggly or jokey, or I can be very high energy or very serious. And I feel like sometimes my like, I will pick up on someone's energy or overall personality, and it will shine through when I talk about someone. Just putting it out there, because I feel like I'm very scatterbrained. You know, I can be that usually as well. So it doesn't have to be a spiritual thing right now, but I'm just saying that because I don't want it to be misinterpreted. I know some people have been annoyed at me for maybe joking around, but I feel like, because I don't really notice it until it's been a while, or maybe sometimes not even until I edit my readings, that, oh, okay, so that was also part of the reading. So just saying. But okay, here's the Four of Swords. So I think they want this to, like, the time to it pass. I don't know if you have set a limit, like, oh, maybe we can talk again in a month or something, and they're like just waiting for time to pass. They don't know what else to do. They just want to come towards you with the Chariot. What else are they feeling? I'm not seeing any cups though, so I'm like, hello? Where are the emotions? Are they just distracting themselves? Magician. High Priestess. It's like they're doing something here in secret, Scorpio. I don't know what that could be. Maybe they're doing a lot more work than you thought that they would. Here's the Five of Wands again. Magician. What is this person feeling? It's quite hard to read, actually. I can see what they're doing, but I can't really see how, like, what they are feeling, except the fact that they want to be with you. But that's, yeah, well, I guess that's how they feel in this current situation. But okay, so maybe if I put the question, or put it this way, what is this person's feel like? What are their feelings for Scorpio, like, in general? Are they in love, or like, how do they view Scorpio? How do they feel about Scorpio as a person, and not tied to this? Well, there's some cups. Six of Cups, the Empress, Devil, okay, and Knight of Cups. Okay, they're obsessed with you, Scorpio. Okay, good. I wanted to clear that out before I continued. I do see the Seven of Cups though, so I don't know if they feel a bit confused, or like they're unsure about how you feel, or you are unsure about how they feel, because they don't really show it generally. But we do have, didn't I show it? No. Six of Cups, Empress, the Devil, and Knight of Cups here. So there are feelings here, Scorpio. I feel like maybe you wanted to know that as well, because they're not always the best at expressing it. Okay, so for right now, they are just missing you. They are longing to be with you. I feel this restlessness of like, can we just get on with it already? Can we just see each other? But they also at the same time realize that they have work to do with the Hermit and all of the things we saw. And now I want to know what Scorpio feels. What does Scorpio feel in this situation? What does Scorpio feel? Oh, there's the Queen of Wands. Okay. So you're being the Queen of Wands. You also have the Hermit. So it's very clear now that the message we did get, or the general energy, I feel like it's confirmed now that you are both taking a step back in order to become more aware of, I guess, your own behavior, what you can do better. There's a very introspective energy where the both of you want to take accountability, I feel like, and see what your part in the situation is. 6 of Cups. So it's a reciprocated feeling of missing each other, wanting to be with each other, loving each other, but knowing that for the time being, there needs to be introspection and some time apart. And there's the 5 of Wands as well. And the Lovers. You're getting the same card, Scorpio. So again, with the Hermit and 5 of Wands, you're trying to see what your part in the situation is so that you can correct yourself, be better. I feel like maybe you spiraled or you were too close to each other to see the full picture. And so now that you've both zoomed out, you can get a better grasp on what you think you could do better, and also the actions of your partner, like what you feel they did right or wrong. Yeah, the Lovers again. So you're both thinking of each other, and so you can both relax. I feel like there's a tension here where it's kind of like, do they think of me? Do they miss me? Because when it's so quiet, you can you start doubting it, right? That's kind of why you need to hear that I love you repeatedly, because if someone stops saying it, then you'll feel like they don't. And that's why all actions of love, they need to be consistent, right? That's why consistency is so important in relationships, because if it stops, then how will the other person know, right? It's through those actions that the other person knows that they are loved. So I feel like naturally with distance, people will grow insecure and feel like, I don't know if I can trust that this person still thinks about me. Okay, what else does Scorpio feel in this situation? I would love to know. Chariot, okay, of course. But also the Empress here and 9 of Swords. So again, I think I got ahead of the deck here, speaking of the insecurity, and you may feel like you're overthinking it, and that's that you may be looking for answers through this reading example, for example, and other readings, or asking your friends. I feel like you're looking for confirmation that the other person is also thinking about you, right? So there is love here. With the Empress. It's interesting that the Empress shows up for you and the Emperor showed up for them. That is actually incredibly special, I must say. Okay, I was interrupted by my camera again. So where did I leave it? I was talking about you appearing as the Empress in your part of this reading and them showing up as the Emperor. And yeah, I was speaking of the fact that it seems like you have this almost telepathic experience with each other, where you feel like you do know where you have the other person, but then there's human factors playing in. Like, of course, you may feel anxiety and stressed out because you're not sure if what you're feeling is correct or if it's something that you're just telling yourself. We did see the 7 of Cups, so someone may be unsure of how the other person is feeling, and it could be both, but you are showing up as like the counterparts for each other, and also with the same card. So you're doing the same work, and you may not even know it. I feel like, I don't know if you actually did. Like I don't know if you are still together, if it's a break type of situation. I don't know exactly. But there is a person here that you are wanting to better yourself for, and they feel the same. What else is Scorpio feeling in the situation? The Fool. 6 of Cups. Interesting. It's like you want to start new. Wheel of Fortune. I'm laughing because you're getting the same cards, and I enjoy that. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that because it's safe. I would never think a situation is funny. I need to clarify that as well because of a comment. If I laugh because something is funny, it's usually because it's something that feels safe. It's funny that you both get the same cards. It's not fun or funny to me that you are worrying about each other, or worrying that the other person may not be into you, or that you are going through painful experiences with this Scorpio. That's not, I don't think that's funny or fun, but there is just this element of fun to actually seeing the situation and seeing like, oh, it's so funny that you both get the same cards and the counterparts of King and Queen of Wands and the Emperor and the Empress, and then you both have the Hermit. Like, it's so obvious that you're both doing the same thing, and you're both worried about what the other person is doing. But to me, it's so clear that you're both safe, and I think it's that I just think it's funny that you're both sitting there probably missing each other, wanting this time to pass, but you both know that there's still some work to be done. I think you both feel like you've come a long way already, and that's also why the Chariot is showing up. That you both feel like, oh, during this time, a lot of things within me has happened. A lot of things I feel like I have worked on. I have evolved. It's not been a long time, I don't think. It depends. I mean, it could be years for some and weeks for some. I don't think days. I think at least weeks has passed, because it seems like there's already been some work done, and that's why you're starting to feel like you're gravitating towards each other again. It's kind of like I'm thinking like, what am I imagining? I think it's like it's very like graphic design-ish, like two, not rocks, but something that looks like rocks. They're like, oh, you were clinching and so you bounced back. And it's kind of like, oh, you needed this distance to get the perspective, right? And see what was going on. Also process your feelings, process your thoughts, all of this good stuff. And I feel like you've done the work, and now you're kind of both like gravitating back again. And maybe this time you don't have to hit each other so hard. Maybe this time you can just, touch each other, so you don't have to bounce back so hard, because obviously when you clinch, you bounce back further. And when you come back softer, and then you don't have to like push each other away so hard to do that work. You can keep each other close and still keep on growing. It was a very distinct mental image there. I hope you followed along what I was expressing there. I want to be clear and say that English is not my first language, so sometimes I struggle with actually relaying the message properly. I hope you still understand me, okay? Anyway, I hope that was clear. You also have the Five of Pentacles, of course you do. And the Page of Swords, like I just keep seeing the same cards. And Queen of Cups. I'm gonna get one more card for Scorpio here. Oh my god! The energy is so interesting. Again, I know that I am very expressive in my readings. I don't know if I can change that. I think it's sometimes the cards just work in such a magnificent way. That's all I can say. Page of Swords for you as well. So again, with this, both wanting to know what the other person is up to, feeling there's a sense of abandonment from the both of you, feeling alone, feeling like, do they even care about me? What are they doing? Trying to find out some information with the Page of Swords, or wanting to reach out, wanting to send a message, but I feel like you both know it's not the right time just yet. You have to keep pushing through, I think. And I wanted to mention King of Cups as well. We just saw the Queen of Cups like a second before this showed up. So again, with the like, you are a true match. I don't really care if it's a soulmate or if it's twin flame or whatever. I just feel like you two are getting so synced up because of this break, because of this pause, because of this silence, distance. And I think the reason why you're starting to feel frustrated with each other is because you are like, you've gone through the worst part, like the biggest distance. It's like you are closing in on getting put back together again. Like someone will be called to contact the other. It all depends on the details of your specific situation in this, depending on maybe who, if one person broke it off, and or whatever it could be. But someone is going to be called to say something. Like someone will be so frustrated. You know, when the universe does that thing where it's kind of like you're so uncomfortable, you have to do something. Yeah. Someone will feel that. And I feel like you're both starting to feel that. It's kind of like if we're talking about this orbit thing again. I feel like you clinched and like the distance grew, but you've done the worst part, which is like this when you've been the furthest away. And you're starting to like orbit back to each other, and I feel like you're somewhere around here, like you're getting closer to each other. So it's kind of like you can feel each other stronger as well, because even though you still had that feeling of like there is still the thread between the two of you, like the bond is still there, so you can still feel each other even though you feel lonely. You can still feel like I'm still present in the other person's life, mind and heart, spirit, soul. Okay, but it grows weaker. Maybe you're not like seeing them in your dreams and stuff, but yeah, maybe you're not thinking of them that much. You feel like your own person when you're the furthest apart here, but now you're starting to come together again, spiritually, energetically. You haven't talked yet, and it's kind of like you can feel each other getting closer, and that is kind of like a magnet just wanting to like rush in, just wanting to connect, because it's like, I just want to get there. It's like the night before Christmas. Oh, thinking of that movie now. It's like, you know, the night before Christmas. You're so excited to open gifts and stuff. It's kind of like that feeling. It's not as easy to pinpoint as that. Oh, I'm so excited about opening gifts as a child. I'm just trying to put the feeling into words here, so that it makes sense for you as well. That you are energetically, spiritually feeling each other, and you're feeling the other person closer, and that makes you just want to grab them, like they're just in front of you, kind of. You know how the last steps of the stairs, they are the worst, even if they are the closest to the top. It's kind of like, you know, that it's so near, that it's so frustrating, and I think it's also that you're starting to relax in your body. You don't have to be so tense. You don't have to feel like, oh, I have to really survive on my own now. It's like your body knows, so it's relaxing a bit. I think I explained that enough. I don't think I need to go on and on and on. I think you understand, you get my point. Yeah. So that is where we're at for the two of you right now in your feelings. Let's see. I would like to see though what the possible challenge could be for the two of you moving forward. Oh, I completely forgot. I wanted to pull one of which one? I'm going to pull one of these oracle cards for you in your situation with your person. For Scorpio and their person in the situation. Message for Scorpio and their person in the situation. Peace. I keep getting peace in my readings. So, peace and power. Wow. Cleansing. Lavender. So we have peace and power. There's power in peace. No, there's power in silence is kind of what I was thinking. There's power in silence and there's power in peace. The power to keep the peace. Peace in... Yeah. Sorry. I think that I also want to go and look for the definitions because they are way more detailed than these cards, but I do get the feeling of like the both of you understand the effect that okay, let me... I think the two of you, that both of you understand that you both are very stubborn, big personalities, you clash, you get into your egos, the both of you, and I'm not judging at all. It's very easy. It happens. We all have an ego, and it's okay that we have an ego. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't demonize the ego, but when we act from it, sometimes it can give us unwanted consequences. Yeah. And I think because you're both stubborn and wanting to, I think, prove your point, you forget to listen to each other, and you forget that, not that you should just, people please and, I'm just gonna be silent to keep the peace, but I think in your case it's excessive arguing to prove your points, and that you both see that now, like, oh, and I'm getting like an intense feeling now, so I think I really hit the nail on its head here, that you both realize, being apart from each other, that, oh, I could have chilled, or I could have zoomed out a little bit, and I could have been like, I don't lose my power or sense of self just because I'm not stubborn or having to prove a million points or something about that. Let me because this is so new, I'm like still trying to learn. But this, the piece, it actually says that the challenge is being judgmental, rigid thinking, and institutions, communities, and groups limiting individual thought and freedom. Isolation from the natural world and indications of living without balance or self-realization of doing so. Inflexibility and intolerance may prove to be issues encountered. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, wasn't it? Here it says, let the heart guide you with decisions at the moment. It could be a time of forgiveness and letting go of grudges, as these are upsetting the natural balance that can easily be achieved. Exactly. That was so, like, I told you so. I didn't mean it like that, sorry. Be true to and kind to yourself, especially in situations involving groups and institutions. Coexistence and harmony issues are at the forefront, so look around at what may be connected but you are neglecting to recognize. Integrity is indicated as its acceptance. So it's exactly what we were talking about. And power, I'm very curious. The challenge. The loss of control and power, and perhaps even feeling helpless. Be careful not to lose faith or sit too longs. Be careful not to lose faith or sit too long with feelings of self-doubt or give in to energy that may result in a lack of confidence. Inadequate boundary setting or failure to observe those of others may occur, as well as the inability to face fears and accept the hidden difficulties that may be impeding progress. Okay, this is interesting because I was going to move on to what the challenge between you will be. Did I say that? Well, whatever. Yeah, I think I did. And I think these are actually the perfect start to this segment. The shadow aspect of the self or situation brings greater understanding and a chance for growth. Hope is also offered when there appears to be none. Oh, I don't know why I read it like that. Hope is also offered when there appears to be none, and the purification of mind and clarity of vision are also forthcoming. Bringing the qualities of the moon into daily life and finding your inner power and using it. There will be greater alignment with spirituality, paths, and beliefs, as well as broadening of perspective and a deeper understanding achieved. The thing is, though, I feel like we've already understood what the challenge between the two of you is. It's kind of like, I think we need to look into the solution. I think we already pinpointed it. And the thing is, you're already practicing the solution, I feel like. But you know what? Let's pull some tarot and complete this. Or I feel like there is something to be added, perhaps. So the challenge really is about trying to see your part of things, but also being able to set clear boundaries, and maybe doing so without being the Five of Swords. Yeah, without I guess shifting and putting blame on the other person. I think this is a very human thing to get entangled in all of the like pointing fingers and an eye for an eye kind of thing. You know, it's a tit for tat, an eye for an eye. That was really dramatic, but yeah. So here's the Page of Wands. It's telling me that there is that the two of you both need to learn to give each other the same amount of space, understanding, and being clear. And I also, I'm sorry, I have to say it, with the Page of Wands, I'm thinking about, you know, how people have a talking stick, and it's kind of like you need to have a talking stick. This could be very specific, like maybe you've thought about this, but it's kind of like, oh, okay, so now I'm holding the stick, and here's what I want to say, because the pages are still learning. So I feel like learning to communicate, it's what you both need to do. And here's the defensiveness with the Seven of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of passion, energy here. There's a lot of will, and I think, yeah, okay, exactly. Here's the World card. So this is kind of like, this is what you are both having to and wanting to and working towards closing, like the cycle that needs to be closed. Because here we have the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords as well in this challenge that you guys had. It's very it's a cold energy. You both need to kind of not villainize each other and not be so cold when you're trying to explain how you feel or your point of view. I think that is what happens. Like, you're very loving, you're very, I think because the connection is very deep, very spiritual. I see that. That is why it's so telepathic as well, because your souls are connected. It doesn't have to be a soulmate, like whatever that means, right? I feel like you're connected through the soul on a very spiritual level. But are you connecting on the human level? And I think that is where the work begins. Does it make sense? It's like your souls chose each other, but now you have to work. It's kind of like you're showing each other, you're mirroring each other. It's basically what I'm trying to say. You're showing each other where you both are lacking, where you need to start working on yourselves to become a better person, or not better person. That sounds weird. To become a more mature, grown up person, to become more, and not only for each other, but for yourself. Like, how, for you to become a more stable person, Scorpio. Sorry, for you to become more stable, for you to become better at listening, for you to become better at handling your emotions, maybe, because it seems like the two of you both have trouble keeping the energy in like a balanced, respectful way. Yeah, it was speaking of balance as well in the card of peace. So, and then the thing is, right, you both also feel like shit because of it. With the Nine of Swords, you both feel guilt, you feel shame, you feel, oh, why did I say that? And you also feel like, oh, maybe this is the wrong person. I feel like we're not supposed to be with each other. Maybe you feel like we just don't understand each other. And that may be true, that you're not understanding or seeing each other, but that is also something that you can change. So it's not that you're incompatible. The question is more so, are you both willing to do the work? Because if you do, then the connection will just flourish. And it seems like you both are doing the work, Scorpio. Yeah, wow, that is beautiful. The timing. 10 of Pentacles with the 6 of Cups. You are very connected. You both miss each other. There's a very wholesome, loving vibe at the core of your relationship, Scorpio. With the 10 of Pentacles, here's the stability, the safety, the what can I say? The groundedness of the relationship. Like, this is what you both wanted. I don't think you had it. You didn't really feel safe, secure with each other. You didn't feel stable. That's why there's time apart. There's distance between the two of you. There was pressure. There was non-understanding. But here you are. You're both thinking of each other, reminiscing. maybe someone is bringing in a gift as well. I don't know. But there is this energy of wanting to give to each other and give love and just like, you know, be around each other. I think that is absolutely beautiful. And here's the awaited Wheel of Fortune and the World card. I love that it's both cycles. And the wheels are turning now, Scorpio. Things are changing. And if you put into practice what you're both learning right now... Oh, I'm getting chill. I'm getting actual chills from this. Oh, Scorpio. This is something not to be taken for granted. I want to say that. Not for you to be like, oh, because I don't know. I feel like you both want to be each other. Be each other. Well, now that I've said it, or accidentally said that, I feel like I also want to mention that it feels like the two of you are like the same person split into two kind of energy. So yeah, soulmate, twin flame, I don't know. But I feel like you do really feel like you're so similar at the core, even though you feel like you're very different when you're arguing. You feel like you're very, very similar. You feel like you're very similar though. And yeah. What did I say? That you wanted to be each other. Yeah, be each other. Okay. I'm rambling. So, oh, there's the effort. Yeah, I was talking about that. Thank you. If you both put that into action, here's the judgment call. Here's the decision. Here's the change, big change. Here's the... Yeah, there's a judgment call here. It's kind of like you both were like, we have to do this, and you're both stepping up to it. The World card keeps showing up. The World card and then the Fool card. You are opening a new chapter in your book. Yeah. So if you feel like you're uncertain, you're looking for some confirmation that this is actually happening, it is Scorpio. You don't have to stress. I don't think, actually also with the Fool card, you don't have to stress about this. When it happens, okay? You are feeling frustrated, and I think because you feel like you are getting closer, you're like, oh, are they also getting closer? Because you're, I guess you're afraid of, because we were, again, with the orbit thing I was talking about, I feel like you don't want to be the one who's here and the other person is like here, and you're like, I feel like I'm coming back, but are you? But no, because if they were pulling away further, you wouldn't feel that kind of, you wouldn't feel that, because you're feeling it because you are energetically getting closer to each other, and you're very close, like you are almost touching. So don't you worry, Scorpio. You're feeling that because they feel the same, and that is the telepathic feeling I was talking about earlier. So am I gonna leave it at that, or do I have further clarification to do? Good question, says the universe. And I say, I know, thank you. Okay, I feel like it's very... Okay, this is what I feel like I'm talking about. Like, I'm very jokey. I feel like you both have like a very lighthearted, joking way with each other. And that you are very much like... you have that best friend type of energy. Okay, I just want to, I guess... Any last cards for this reading? Any, I guess, confirmation or... Yeah, that's the Lovers, Scorpio. That is... Wow. The Lovers. You are just so magnetized by each other. You have tunnel vision for each other. The Hermit and Hangman. Again, further confirmation. Oh. Because this part, it's regarding the two of you, because you're both here in the Lovers card. This is the two of you. And you are both in this trying to see things from different angles, and being introspective and seeing your part, and also seeing, like, asking yourself the questions that needed to be asked, processing emotions, looking within, with the Hermit here. So it's just confirmation that, yeah, you both are actually doing the work. And you are, it's It's a passive energy because you want to see things from a different point of view, right? This is a very passive card, but it is passive because he's hanging upside down because he wants to see things differently than what he's usually used to doing or seeing. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what type of scatterbrain energy the two of you have. I love it though. The world card again, by the way. But you seem like a really fun time. If that is also confirmation that this is your reading. And again, I haven't said it yet, which is why I'm saying it now. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest, because there may be bits and pieces for different people in the reading. So this energy of being like very jokey, and it doesn't have to be that way. You two could be much more serious, or but there's a specific energy that I pick up, and I feel like I really reflect that energy because it's the strongest one in the reading. But it doesn't have to be that way. Just saying. I should say that in the beginning of the video, of the reading, and not at the end. But here we are. Better late than never. Maybe that is a message. So we have 5 of Swords again. Ace of Wands again. So looking at this, yeah, I feel like it's just, yeah, you're looking at your past conflicts, trying to see what happened, trying to see your part. I feel it's very it's very important that for the two of you, or you both feel like it's very important that I see my wrongs in this situation, because you do deeply care about each other. And when you go at each other, when you blame each other, it's kind of just a coping mechanism. It's coming from probably some wound of not feeling heard as maybe a child or in previous relationships. So it's not because you don't love each other or don't see each other. It's coming from, oh, there's something in me, inside of my soul and heart or body that needs to be processed, because I project this onto my person and they don't deserve it. Here's the 4 of Pentacles again. So that is why this distance is needed, because you kept it's like your triggers were just bouncing off each other. Like I was saying in the beginning, I feel like it's very echoey. It's usually not this echoey, but I feel like you were kind of just like bouncing on. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a ping pong ball just going faster and faster and faster, and then suddenly it's kind of like really hard to even see where it actually is because it's going so fast. So I feel like you were just too close to each other and you kept repeating the same trigger responses, and eventually the trigger responses trigger each other, and then it was just a spiral. And then it was really hard to see what was going on. But now you see it. And that's why you can enter this new chapter, Scorpio. Okay? And there's the Ace of Cups. That's what I was looking for. Ace of Cups. We love to see it. Ace of Cups. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So here is for the both of you, the initiation of, I want to begin this journey of going from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. It goes for the both of you. It's like I'm willing to do this if you are. Here's the Page of Cups. Maybe a message of romance. They may be. You both probably will be expressing the love you have for each other the next time you speak. You both will say, I see this from the past. I want to do this. I want to become this. I'm not there yet. For the both of you, I'm not fully there yet. I'm not at the King of Pentacles yet, but I will be, because I know what I need to do now, or I know what I did wrong, and I know how to practice and improve this situation. And here's the Moon, High Priestess, not knowing. I guess this is the not knowing what the other person is feeling, doing, thinking right now. Not knowing if the other person wants to come back here. With the Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, Page of Wands again. So I feel like the two of you, you're both scared. Here's the Page of Cups, by the way, and with the star behind it. So I feel like you're both thinking and manifesting each other, feeling that energy of each other. but you're both scared here with the moon and the 5 of Wands that the other person is walking away from starting over. You're both scared that they want to find something new, begin something new, or that they're interested in other people. I can tell you that they're not. Definitely not. This person that I'm picking up is definitely not ready to move on. But I see that you're both scared of that. Like, oh, what if they don't want to try again? What if they don't want to apply the practices to our relationship? And what if they think that I was really immature and don't want to come back, is what I'm getting strongly for someone. Very specific with this Page of Wands. It feels very like, oh, what if they think that I'm not enough? Or what if they think that I'm not good looking enough? Or that they think that I'm immature? Or, yeah. What if they think that I will always be this way, is what I'm getting. Like, I know I used to be in the past, maybe not being serious enough, or maybe I was immature or reactive. And I hope that I get the chance to prove that I'm improving before they leave, or before you leave, with the 8 of Cups. And I think it's coming from the both of you. I wanted to, I feel like, I hope I'm not just repeating myself now. I mean, you have the power to click off anytime, but still. Yeah, I think I can really just sense the insecurity, but it's coming as well with the tension that's building. Like, it's building anticipation, and so I understand where the frustration and fear is coming from. But you needn't worry, Scorpio. No, you absolutely do not have to worry. Here is the ending. It was painful for the two of you because you are really, really connected, Scorpio, with the 2 of Cups. I feel that the 10 of Swords happened. It was the parting. It was the, okay, we need to take a break, or we need to break up, or we need to not speak for some time. So it could have been a full-on breakup or break, but you two have a serious bond and connection. So the distance, it's not breaking you, it's making you in this instance. And I feel that strongly. So this is the past and this is the future. Okay, Scorpio, you will connect. You will connect again. You're both strongly longing for each other. Knight of Wands, I feel like there is this frustration of really wanting to, like, oh, I want it to happen now. This restlessness, alright, to see each other again. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Here's the Ace of Wands, the new beginning, the fresh energy, the new information that you've learned. Here's the Emperor as well. Very like high responsibility. It's kind of like taking that responsibility that you needed to all along. And yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end it with these cards. It's perfect. Oh, okay. My camera's gonna die as well. 8 of Wands and the Page of Swords. This is the communication, like double message of communication here. And it's happening very soon. Air energy and the Wand energy is very fast, especially 8 of Wands. Very fast change. It's very swift. It's like, whoa, now it happened. It's gonna be like, oh, wow, that was fast, kind of, or I didn't expect it. And someone's going to message the other person here with the Page of Swords. It's going to be quite soon. I don't know if it's going to be you or them. It depends on who feels called to do it. You will know intuitively if it's time for you to reach out. And otherwise, if you feel like it's probably the other person that's going to reach out, then you just chill. It's going to happen soon. And yeah, so just go with the flow and it will happen. It will happen, Scorpio. I hope that you enjoy this reading. And yeah, I feel excited for you, Scorpio. I really do. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, Scorpio.